Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Silvia Baroque and in today's video I'm going to discuss is Pavm a buy? Stay tuned. Guys, for those of you who need help with trading, check out my free trading course. I'm going to post the link just in the description below, and also check out my discount on my webpage. I still have 30% discount on my Inner Circle program and also on the Baroque Accelerator trading course. It is still the discount from 4th of July and expires tonight, so feel free to check this out. Now let's start right away with Pavm and see what happened with this stock and what are the most important levels. I know some of you asked me about this stock, so I decided to make this video just to answer your questions and show you what I'm looking at before I buy a stock. So as we see here, back in January, Pavm was going sideways for a while and it finally broke out. So this is a huge breakout. The stock basically ran from 2 to 540, 550. So this is a huge move, more than a double. And after that, I started to look at this stock. I didn't buy it, but I continue looking at it because it pulled back. And after this huge move, normally continuation happens. So after a pullback, we might see a little bit of consolidation, and after that, the next move to the upside. So what happened here is that the stock pulled back into the 342 area, made a doji candle here, as you can see, and this is a very important thing to see if you are looking for a buy. So you always want to see some kind of a buyer's interest, and this buyer's interest may occur in form of some candlestick patterns, doji candles, bullish engulfing patterns, or something like that. And again, this is exactly what we saw here. The stock pulled back and buyers stepped in and started buying the lows. And by the way, this is also here the 50 EMA which I'm looking at. So buyers started to look at the 50 EMA and buy this dip. And this is what occurs normally in form of a candlestick, which is called doji or reversal candle. After this reversal candle, we saw a little bit of a consolidation and then a continuation higher. We broke above those moving averages 9 and 20 and continued higher. After a while, the stock pulled back again, consolidated for a little bit again, and broke out again to new highs 645. So this is a nice move, but again, it couldn't sustain very long. And if you see that kind of a reversal candle, guys, which is around resistance areas, this normally means that the stock is about to pull back again, or that it might reverse again. So this is a bearish signal, and this is exactly what happened. The stock reversed, pulled back, and started to test the previous low, which is again support area. And this is actually for me one of the most important areas. When I'm looking to buy a stock, I really like to see a stock pulling back into a very important support area. And normally you don't need a lot of fancy indicators like, moving averages. They're nice to have and help a little bit, but you don't need all of that. The most important and easy tools which I'm using are support and resistance. And this is very easy to use. It's easy to identify where is the previous low, where is the breakout area, and especially on daily or weekly chart, those work out very, very good. And also, the lower the support area, the more the probability increases that we're going to see any kind of a bounce of this area. So what happened here is, again, like I mentioned, we saw this reversal candle here, and this is a bearish sign. This basically gives you the indication that we might see a pullback. And after this pullback, the stock started to test this previous low. And look how exact this is. This is the 383 area. And it stopped there and started to consolidate around this area for a while. So this is how exact support and resistance areas can work, guys. It pulls back into this area, starts to consolidate, and continues higher. And normally a stock doesn't move only from one level randomly to any kind of a number. Normally it moves from one support level to the next resistance level, pulls back to another support level, and moves from one level to the next level to important areas. Those are also areas of interest where more buyers are looking at some support areas to buy and sellers are looking at resistance areas to short, or also to sell positions if you're a buyer. So again, as we pull back into the 380 area, the stock started to consolidate again, and this is one of my favorite setups. If I see a consolidation around support area, this is a very good setup with very good risk to reward. Why is that the case? So that is the case because normally when you see that and you're risking only a couple of cents in order to make a couple of dollars on this trade per share, which means if you are entering here around the 4 area and you're risking here just below 370, you're just risking 30 cents. And if your target is the previous high, which is here 645, you're basically risking a couple of cents to make $1 to $2 per share on this trade, which is of course very good risk reward. And this is exactly what we want to see, and those are the trades which we want to be involved in. So we're not chasing highs, we are trying to enter as good as we can around support areas and exit around resistance. Because look, if you have entered around resistance area, for example this breakout here, look what happens, it breaks out a little bit and pulls back, and now if you entered at this bad price at 577, now you have to hold this whole corrective move and wait for another bounce. So this is a little bit exhausting, you don't have a good risk reward, you have to put your stop loss very far at the previous support area in order for this to work, and you don't want to be in this situation where you enter and then all of a sudden the stock pulls back and you're in a losing position. So you always want to enter around support, have a good risk reward, have enough room to the next resistance area, and try to exit there or trail your stop. So guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about with those trailing stops and support and resistance and so forth, again, feel free to check out my trading course. It is right in the description below. I'm explaining everything in detail, how to enter the trade, how to make a trading plan, how to exit the trade, risk reward, combination of technical and fundamental analysis, how to trade smaller accounts, and all this kind of stuff. So feel free to enter that, and also let me know if you have any questions on this topic. Of course, I'm going to answer them to you. So after this pullback again and consolidation, we saw this candle here, which is a green candle after a while of consolidation and doji candle. This is actually a very nice bullish sign. So we saw this doji candle here, or this is a reversal candle, where every single dip and wick is getting bought up, and after that the confirmation for an entry is this green candle, a break above this green candle and above the 9 EMA, and this was our entry here. Stop can be placed just below and continuation higher with target previous high. So this is how you should look at a trade. Now, based on what I told you right now, we are currently around short-term support area, but we're not there yet. So you see the stock is pulling back and it is trying to make here some kind of a reversal doji candles, but it is not ready yet. So in order for me to get interested in that stock, I would like to see more pullback. So I would like to see at least the previous low, which is 567, and this is again, this is a very short-term support, this is nothing huge here. Or I would like to see even lower if it tests again the 200 EMA 4 or 380. So that will be perfect, because if this happens and if you see around this area again some kind of a consolidation green candle, some buyer's interest, this basically means that the stock is ready for the next move to the upside, and you will have a very good risk to reward setup. For now, it is just pulling back. It is not ready yet to to go higher. And in order for me to open a trade, I like to see again, like I mentioned, more a pullback, a better risk reward. This is just not enough for me yet, and that's why I'm going to wait this out. Also, normally I'm combining technical and fundamental analysis. I'm not going to go through the fundamental analysis of this stock right now, but again, if you want to have a very good success and better winning rate, you would like to check out also the fundamentals and see what is the stock doing, how are they performing, and all that kind of stuff. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you learned something new, and also I hope you understand how support and resistance work, why are they that important, and also that this stock is not ready yet. We need to see a little bit more pullback on that. If you have any questions, leave me a comment or feel free to join my free trading chat. I would be there and I will answer you any questions you might have. Thank you so much. Bye.